Hello again. Back on my front porch. Yeah. Well, the Florida trip is done, and so now I am back on my front porch. Now you may notice it might seem a little different. I'm using a different hand. I'm trying to see if holding the iPhone in the other hand will allow me to film this and upload it and have it show up right side up. We experimented with that a little bit while I was down in Florida and had mixed results. And so I'm not sure what's going on, but if you've been watching these on my Facebook page, my personal one, when I upload the raw video when it's filmed, sometimes, lately more often than not, they are showing up upside down when they post, if you watch it on a smartphone. However, if you watch it apparently on an iPad or on just a regular computer, they look fine. I don't get it. I don't understand. I've tried Google searching and trying to find a solution, but all I can find is other people complaining about the same problem. And apparently either Apple or Facebook or a combination of the two don't care because there doesn't seem to be a solution. So just going to have to figure that out. Worst case scenario, what may start happening is I may no longer upload the raw video. I may just wait until I can edit it and make the version that gets uploaded to YouTube, because that version is always right side up. There's no issue about that. And so if you have seen any of the previous episodes here lately that have been upside down and you'd like to watch them right side up, go check out the Facebook channel or the YouTube channel, Hello from My Front Porch. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then you'll be notified whenever there's a change, whenever there's a new video that has been uploaded. In fact, I'm going to have a bunch of them here from this weekend because I did one every day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, now Monday. So I've got 4 of them lined up now that I have to edit and make official versions for and get them posted out there to YouTube. And so I better get on the ball, right? Anyway, I wanted to check in with you quick and kind of put a bow on it, tie off the weekend. It really was a fantastic weekend. Of course, the best part was seeing Ashley and Josh. It's not that I don't like Josh, but of course I've known Ashley a little longer, and so my missing her was a bit greater. But it really was fantastic to see both of them and their parents, Rick and Charlene, who have been doing a fantastic job of supporting Ashley and Josh. Obviously, Josh is their son; they would do that. My focus again is Ashley, and I am, the idea of having my daughter living literally half a continent away, and then having perhaps no support, no other than just her spouse, which is good support, but you need more than just one person who's there for you. That concerned me. My son lived out half a continent away out in California, and he had a couple of friends that were, okay friends, but, if there's a falling out, who else are you going to turn to? You got nobody else there. There's no family, there's no relatives, and I was very worried about him in that regards, too. And now he's back here because he didn't have a support network out there to assist him when he needed it most. And so I'm very, very, I know I'm probably going on and rambling about this. It's difficult for me to verbalize this, which is odd because I can usually verbalize about anything. But in all seriousness, from a dad's heart for his little girl, it makes me feel extremely peaceful knowing that not only is a good man like Josh looking out for his lovely bride, my daughter Ashley, but that Josh's extended family is also down there, and that they've all taken Ashley in under their wing, and that they are establishing these amazing relationships with her, giving her tremendous family support that she needs in a transplanted situation like that. And so I'm very, very grateful. Okay, enough with the mushy stuff. Moving on to other content. Back about the trip. So I loved seeing the kids, and it was really cool having Alex along as well, because it meant that I had all my kids together. And my daughter, my son, and my son-in-law, all of my kids together in one place at one time, and that was really amazing. I just loved that. That was awesome. And we did all kinds of really fantastic stuff. I mean, the first night that we were there, we went back down to Tampa and had dinner at a fantastic burger place that was very good. Had quite a little bit of history to it as well, and that we enjoyed that a lot. Then. Saturday, Ashley and Josh had this really awesome idea to take us kayaking. I've never been kayaking. Alex had not either, and so this was really a new adventure for us. And so the way that it's done is we did what they call tandem kayaks, where you have two people, one in front, one in back, and it's a little bit of a relationship building activity, because you learn to either get along or tip over, or not move or run into the side of the river or whatever. And Alex and I were in one, and Ashley and Josh were in one, and we went 7 miles of river. And it was gorgeous. It was beautiful. The water was absolutely crystal clear in most spots. We got to see some wildlife, some manatees. We got to see some otter. There were some deer on one of the shores, which for the folks in Florida was a big deal. For us from Iowa, it's like, oh look, another deer. But so there's all kinds of stuff like that, but just the scenery was just amazing. We took as many pictures as we were feeling brave enough to take, because of course you don't want to lose your phone in the water. I did put my phone inside a Ziploc baggie, thinking that would help and I'd be able to still take pictures. But most of the pictures I tried to take from inside the baggie then looked like somebody had smudged up the lens and you couldn't see anything. So mine didn't work out so good. But I was able to beg, borrow, and steal some photos from the others, from the kids, who did take some pictures of different things, and so I was able to snag some of them. And on the official version of this that posts on YouTube, you'll be seeing those pictures going through here as I'm talking now. We stopped about midway on a little a little beach area on the side of the river, and had a nice little lunch where we relaxed a little bit. We were able to wade out into the water some, and I waded out about up to my waist. And it's just so amazing how the water felt so great, and it was so clear, and it was so relaxing. And there's one picture that got taken of me that's a little bit embarrassing. I'm going to include it anyway. But I'm standing out in the river, and I have my back to everybody, and I'm looking around up at the trees and noticing the beauty and everything. But well, you're seeing the picture right about now, and you kind of get the impression that you might get a different impression of what was going on than what's going on in this picture. So always be mindful of your surroundings. I believe that's advice that was given to Batman, and it's advice that we all should stay aware of. Because you never know who's taking a picture of you and what it may look like. So anyway, we went on down the river. We even found a guy selling ice cream from a floating little store on the river. And so, of course, we had to stop and get ice cream and then have him take our picture. So we went on that. Oh, and by the way, I said we saw manatees. We saw a manatee mama and her manatee baby. And so then, of course, we were all very happy that Barbara Manatee finally had a baby. Now, you have to be really, really cool to get that reference. So anyway, we went on. We did that. That was a great time. We enjoyed the kayaking. That was fun. And then that night we all went back down. Well, we didn't go all the way to Tampa, but we went to a theater and watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2 Volume 2. And oh, that is such an awesome movie. Even if you're not into superhero movies or space movies, I still think you should go see this one, because it has action, it has adventure, it has some emotions, some character building dynamic stuff. It has space battles, and it has humor, and it has sadness, and it has it's just got everything you want in a movie is all squeezed into this one movie, and it works. I don't know that. Don't ask me how. It does. It works. So Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I highly recommend it. People have asked, is it better than the first one? Because sequels, Honestly, I think it is as good, maybe even better than the first one. Now, I know other people disagree. They say, I don't think it was as good because blah, 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 blah. But the stuff that they get off on is all the really specific and picky comic booky things. And I never read the Guardians of the Galaxy comic books, so I don't have any of that baggage. I just enjoy it for the show, for the movie that it is, and I think it's just awesome. And I think they have really, it's amazing. I'd never even heard of Guardians of the Galaxy before they came out. When they announced it, I was like, what? This sounds stupid. And boy, was I couldn't be more wrong about something. The Guardians of the Galaxy films, these are awesome. So anyway, so we went and did that Saturday. And then Sunday, we went to church because Josh is the youth pastor at the church that they live right next door to, and Ashley helps lead worship. In fact, got to watch both of them in action. So I got to watch Ashley leading worship, which I'm going to insert into this video here.
You are good.
awesome. I love watching Ashley sing. I love hearing her sing. I so miss being able to go on Sunday and watch her and be part of that. It was nice. It was really great. And I got to see now Pastor Josh, my son-in-law. He did not preach, but he did speak. He gave some opening comments during the service. He also helped with communion that they did in the services too. But he made some opening comments in the service, and I captured some of that so you get a chance to see Pastor Josh, my son-in-law, at work. So let's take a look at Pastor Josh.
Comedy show, and I listened to it for a little while. And they're having these conversations about what's right, what's wrong, what's okay, what's not okay, what's the gray area in life. And some of it was joking, and some of it was kind of serious. And I was listening to how they're coming to the conclusions about, well, if this is okay, then this is okay, and if that's not okay, then maybe this isn't okay, and well, maybe this is somewhere in between. And I felt sad for them. I felt sad because they have no truth in their life. They're trying to live their life from the standards of their culture, of their emotion, of what the day feels like. And I remember what that's like. I remember what life was like before I knew Jesus. In the Gospel of Mark, it says Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. See, when you have Jesus, those questions about what's wrong, what's right, the confusion, the chaos, and trying to figure out how to live life, it all melts away. Because that relationship of truth in Jesus Christ is what sets us free. Walking in freedom removes the chaos, it removes the questions, and it gives joy. So I want to take this moment this morning to pray. If you don't know Jesus, today's a good day to find out. And if you do know Jesus, take that moment to remember how much freedom He's given to your life and the joy that He's placing in this
He's
moment.
good. He is so good. And he has a way of being able to give analogy, which I love analogies. I'm a sucker for a good analogy, and the way that he draws things out and makes it just genuine and real. He's got a bright future ahead of him. He's definitely the real deal. And I'm very proud to have him as a son-in-law, and I'm happy that he's looking out for Ashley. We did that. And then Ashley and I also sang a song, and I got to sing a solo song as well. That I already will have inserted that in the last episode that we did from Clearwater Beach there at the Gulf of Mexico, because I referenced it on that one. So it'll be it's inserted in that one. So if you haven't watched that episode, go back and watch that episode, because that was a lot of fun too. I haven't got to sing minister in music in a church for a while, because for a long time the whole special music thing was a big deal and all churches did that. Well, now they've kind of done away with that, because it gets dismissed as, well, we don't want open mic time and blah 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 and all this kind of stuff, which I understand. You want to have quality service, but yeah, now it's all worship music, and I don't have a problem with worship music. But sometimes it feels more like a worship concert than necessarily a service. At least the kind of service that inspires me. That's all I'm saying. I'm not passing judgment on those, because different people like different things. And I'm not one of those people that thinks church has to look like what I want it to look like. No, if I want something a certain way, there are churches that do it that way. And if I go to a church that doesn't do it that way, well, then, okay, good for the people who like it there. Yay, you keep doing it. I'll go somewhere else. That's okay. And so that's the mature way to do it. Not like the people that sit around going, I don't like it, they don't do it my way. That's like the spoiled brat throwing a temper tantrum on the floor at Walmart because mom won't buy him 2 bubble gums. It's like, get over yourself, grow up, and just be an adult, for crying out loud. Okay, sorry. Off on a tangent. I just don't understand why people get so petty about stuff. That's just me. But anyway, so we had a great time at the church there. They hosted us really well. And then that afternoon, Sunday afternoon, that's when all of us Ashley, Josh, Rick, Charlene, Alex, and myself, we all went to Clearwater Beach and got to hang out at the Gulf of Mexico, and that was a great time too. I tell you, by the time we all hit the sack last night, we were so exhausted and so tired, we just blah. But then this morning it was up early and back for Des Moines because we flew Allegiant. And when you fly Allegiant, you fly when Allegiant says you fly. And those aren't always the most convenient dates and times that you want them to be. So Alex and I, we got up early this morning and we jumped on the plane there in Florida. And then we were back here in good old Iowa by, I don't know, 10:30 or so this morning. Maybe even before that. I don't know. And so, we flew back and we had a good time, and it was a good experience for Alex and I too. We had a lot of fun. So now I am back home, back on my front porch, and it's good to be home. I'm already missing my daughter and all of the good folks down in Florida and the weather, and the atmosphere down in Florida. But it's also good to be home, and it's good to be right back here on my front porch. So I'm glad to be back with you. I'm glad you're still here with me. Now I'm going to take off and take care of some other stuff. I got the rest of the day here ahead of me. I took the day off, just to take the day off. And so I'm going to enjoy some of my extra time on the day off. And then tomorrow it'll be back to reality. But until then, I'll see you next time from my front porch.